All right, so the number one question people ask is Forex a legit way to make money online? Well, everything that you see here is from Forex. I'm out here in Florida, nowhere really spectacular. However, I know that a lot of people can't actually get out of the same that they live in. So, being able to come to Florida twice a year when my son takes a break from school with no questions asked is just magnificent. But the number one question people ask is Forex a legit way to make money? The answer to that is yes. That's all you were coming here for. There's your answer. You can go ahead and tune off the video. If you want me to explain a little bit more, I'm gonna go into details about it. So let me tell you why some people think that Forex is not a legit way to make money. First of all, because that's what's going to get you the perspective that you need to have when looking at this thing in a way that it can work for you. So people try all sorts of things. Real estate, people try buying and selling cars. People try a whole bunch of different things. And some of those things work for some people. Some of them don't. That doesn't make those things the only way to make money. For example, if you buy and sell cars and you're successful at it, someone else on the flip side is going to be one of those people that it doesn't work for. So they're going to try to buy cars and they're not going to sell. Now, does that mean it doesn't work? No, that means it doesn't work for that person. Maybe they didn't do enough homework, because sometimes, most of the time, it's a lack of research. You haven't really vetted the vehicles. You kind of just got the idea and was like, okay, let me go ahead and buy these cars. What if these cars aren't selling in your specific location? You said, let me go ahead and buy these houses. What if these houses in this neighborhood is houses that no one wants? And maybe you could sell them, but you actually have to hold on to them a lot longer. That could be the case. But some people will automatically say, oh man, this doesn't work. I need my money back. The mentor scammed me. The course didn't work. Whatever the case may be. And it's always like that. So don't judge the information based off of someone else's results. All right? Because that's not how you accurately judge the information. If you want to look at school examples, a lot of people go to college. Some people actually get a good paying career. Some people don't. Is school a scam? Or did you go to school and just didn't apply what you learned? Or maybe you took some classes that don't necessarily result in the type of six-figure yearly income that you thought you were going to make or wanted to make. Maybe you got started with something that you were passionate about and not something that the world actually needed at that time. So now that I've given you all the examples of the different things that don't necessarily work, but they can work for some people, let me tell you why Forex works. But if you do all of those things, if you practice, if you document the process, if you actually take it serious, which means full research, back test, front test, document the process, all of those things, it can work for you. But if you try to get in this game and you think it's just going to work just because you want it to work, it's not going to work. If you're one of those people that like to cut corners and like to find shortcuts with everything that you do, how you do anything is how you do everything. This won't work for you. This is for my everything that I touch turns to gold type of people. Everything that you do pretty much seems like it has some type of success, or at least you get it to a full space where you feel like maybe you didn't master it, but it worked out pretty good for you. Or maybe you actually got some results. If you're not that type of person, this is not for you. Now, what I've done is I've made it super, super duper easy. So easy that you would probably think it's fake. You know how people say, oh, if it's too good to be true, it's probably not true. This is one of those scenarios. And the reason I say that is because I put together something called a Boss for What team. All right. Nothing going at jobs. Your job is your first business partner. Your job is your first investor. Your job should be, you need your job. Let's just start it off like that. It doesn't matter what you're trying to do in the world. If you don't have any startup capital, it's not going to work because you need marketing. And in order to get marketing, you got to have money, or you just got to have a lot of eyeballs on what you're doing. So what I put together, though, is it's kind of like a group community. All right. But it's a lot different than all the other group communities that you probably know of in a Forex space. A lot of people, they send out signals. They charge you for a signal group, which is cool. They can do whatever they want to do. I'm not knocking them. A lot of people, they sell courses. That's cool, too. As long as you actually know how to trade and you're teaching people what you do, that works. And then a lot of people just make money just from courses. Like they actually don't even trade at all. That's how they make their money. Well, me, on the other hand, I'm one of those guys that you never really heard of. I'm not super big on YouTube. As you're watching this right now, I have less than 2,000 subscribers on here, but I've been trading Forex for the last 2.5 going on 3 years. And I live 100% off of Forex income. I had a job before, but I don't have a job. My wife doesn't have a job, and we're able to live 100% off Forex. Now, I'm gonna tell you another thing. I'm not one of those guys that got crazy Forex results. You know, I'm not putting $1,000 in, turning it into $10,000 in a week. I'm a numbers guy. I'm a realistic guy. I am one of those, I don't care how I get started. I want to beat the odds, and I don't care how long it takes me. I'm one of those type of guys. So what I focus on mainly is 0.5 to 1% a day. That's it. You see all of these other gurus, and it's nothing wrong with them. They do what they do. But I come from a realistic standpoint of, if what I'm doing is working, then why change it? All I need to do is put my head down, build up the capital, and just trade with a larger amount, and still do that small little 0.5 to 1% per day. That's kind of how I got in the game. All right. I came in the game with money. I put $75,000 in my trading account and started trading with that. I didn't start with 100. I didn't start with 1,000. I didn't start with 5,000. I started with $75,000. And you say, Dre, well, how you start with 75,000? Like, I don't have 75,000. Well, what I focused on was being an asset in my space. Before I got into Forex, I actually used to have a job. I used to have multiple different businesses. I had a credit repair business. I had a marketing business, a social media marketing agency type thing, you know, help people build up their brand on Instagram. I did all of those things, and I built up the capital. My wife, she had a job. I was able to use some of her capital and put it inside of the Forex market as well when I was ready. But I didn't try to do the whole flip account, make a large amount, all of that. I literally just said, hey, if I'm gonna be realistic about this thing, how much do I need to make on a daily basis, weekly basis, or a monthly basis in order for me to live off of Forex? I found that number based off of my expenses, what I paid every single month for, you know, car insurance and phone bill, all of that. I added all of that up, which is what everybody else should be doing. If you want to be financially free, you should be doing this anyway. Whether you have something that's going to help you get there or not, you should be looking at your expenses from your daily living and then looking at how much money you make at your job. Once you have that number, now you can start working towards having that financial freedom or investing money so that you can have that financial freedom. So long story short, I did all of that. Once I found that number, I said, okay, cool. Let's go ahead and put some money in the market, because I looked at the charts for 6 months straight on a demo, and I really just analyzed. I really just took notes. I was able to attach real emotions to fake money, and I was able to skip all of the blown accounts and all of that kind of stuff. I was able to just get straight to the money. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I want to help you do. I want to help you get straight to the money. So what I was speaking about before, I put together management account. All right. So what this does is it allows you to invest into the circle of other Boss for What members, basically like an investment group. Well, this group copies my trades, not signals. It copies my every trade. Every time I take a buy, your account will automatically take a sell. What this allows you to do is mirror a multi-six-figure Forex trader and get the same exact results that he get. Oh, maybe your broker hit your stop loss. None of that. You're getting the same exact trades that I'm getting. All right. This is a way that you can get started and get straight to the money while you're watching videos on YouTube, and I can put you on to some different sources that can teach you how to trade. But while you're doing that, you can actually let your money work. For my people who have $1,000 or more and you want to learn how to invest it, but you're kind of scared to lose it because you don't quite know what you're doing yet in the Forex space, this is for you, because I want to help you get straight to the money. All right. I don't know if anybody else is doing this. I haven't seen anybody else doing this, but I come to shake up the industry, and this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to let you copy my exact trades that I take. So there is no question on, oh, is he making all of his money from signal groups? Nope, I don't have a signal group. Here's how I'm gonna make money. We're doing a 50-50 split. If you put $1,000 in and I help you make $500, you get $250, I get $250. So I can't make money unless I help you make money. And you're not even sending your money to me. You're signing up with the broker just like you normally do. Any other broker, it's going to be the same process. You deposit your money, you create your account, you do your KYC verification, all of that. All of your money is under your name. So you're 100% responsible. You're not Cash Apping me any money. You're not PayPaling me any money. None of that. You're literally plugging in to a broker just like you would normally plug into a broker. And then you're going to just connect your account to the Boss for What account. And that's it. That's literally it. You can request a withdrawal anytime you want to. So I'm not holding on to anybody's money whatsoever. All you have to do is wait till all the trades are closed, and then you can request whatever you want to request. But the good part is, if I don't perform, I don't make money. All right. You don't have to worry about joining a signals group to see if I got good signals. What I'm going to do is the first link in the bio is going to be my Telegram group. All right. My Telegram group is simply going to show you all the trades and all the profits that we've had in the past. And you can sit in there for a while, because I usually just post in there every time we close out some sales, how much we close out, all of that kind of stuff. Right. That way you can see if this actually is going to work for you or not. I'm not telling you to just get in and see. I want you to pay attention to the process. And when you feel like, okay, this is working for them, so I know it's going to work for me, because you're going to be copying exactly my trades. Like, there's nothing going to be different from you and the other people that are already started. The only difference is going to be that you put your money in and now you're seeing profits. So the only thing that you have to do every single day is open your phone to see how much profits you made. That's it. You don't have to wake up and wake up to profits lost because it hit your stop loss. You don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is plug into the system, and my account is going to copy, or your account is going to copy my account. And a lot of people don't do this because they don't actually trade. Because if you were copying their trades, you probably would have blown accounts, because they don't actually trade. They make money off of you paying for their mentorship. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. The only thing wrong is but you don't know how to trade, or you don't have a way to make money, or to help other people make money, or you're not even making money from doing the thing. You're just making money from selling the course, selling the thing. That's when it's a problem. So I have no shade for people who have courses and mentorships and stuff like that. But a lot of y'all that's watching this video right now, I'm sure you've joined some mentorships. I'm sure you've got into some courses and you was like, yo, this ain't what I expected. Like, this is not working for me. I don't, but you gave them 300, 400, 500. $997, $497, $440, whatever. It's probably not working for them either. That's why they're selling it. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, man, I just wanted to share this video with y'all. I'm just now coming into the Forex space actually to bring this out here. I've actually been doing this whole thing low key for a whole year. I just been on Instagram mostly, and I don't have a huge audience or a huge group or anything like that. But I said, you know what? There's a lot of people in this industry that's faking, and I've been doing this for 2.5, going on 3 years, and I'm just a regular guy. I live regular. I don't have no Ferraris or nothing like that. I had a Lambo and all of that, but I had the Lambo before I even got into Forex. So that should tell you something right there. I just have good money management skills. But anyway, I live regular just like everybody else, but I'm more so worried about my time freedom and my location freedom. As you can see, that's my wife right there. Say hi to the people. That's my son over here, and that's my dog, Amelie, over here. We be staying out the way. I'm a little older than a lot of these other Forex gurus out here. So I've all of that, I be chilling, y'all. So if you want to plug into the system that I got going on, then all you got to do is just plug in. Like I said, I'm going to drop the link. It's going to be the first link. Join the Telegram group. I don't charge anything for the Telegram group. Everything is absolutely free. Y'all gonna be surprised because everything is free. I don't ask for a dime. Obviously when you get started with the PAM account, you're gonna have to invest some money to trade with, but that's anywhere. If you learn a course from somebody, you're still gonna have to put money in to actually apply what you learned from the course to see if it actually works for you. But this is a proven method, and it's proven because I've made multiple six figures in Forex before I even did anything. And like I said, I don't have a training. I don't have anything for sale. It's purely performance based for me, and I just want to help other people out. So if you want to learn, you can learn, but why not make money while you're learning? Number one. If you don't want to learn, you just want to put your money somewhere and let it grow, you can put it in an account. Like I said, I'm not focused on crazy growths, 100% in a week or nothing like that. I focus on realistic, half to maybe 1%, maybe 2%, maybe even 3% in a day. And we're just going to do that consistently over a long period of time and just build wealth. You should have a nice active income because you bring value to whatever space that you're in. And that's where your money should be coming from. And then you want to park your money somewhere so that they can continue to grow even when you're sleeping. That's what I offer. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'll holler at y'all next time. Boss for what? Click the link in the bio or click the link in the first description. Click the link at the top of the description. Join the Telegram group. I'll go ahead and, you can check out what we've been doing and decide on if you want to get started or not. Absolutely free. So with that being said, I'll check y'all in the next one. Let's get it.